Okay. All right. Hi, Ryan Steinelson here with Business Trends TV, and today I have Dr. Gary Wilson from Clearsight LASIK. Hold on. You know what? The other thing I wanted to do is I forgot to change my default microphone. Let me know if you notice a difference in my sound.
Yes, that's different.
Does it sound better?
It's lower in volume. Say something again.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it sounds a little probably better. It's also lower in volume though.
Okay. All right. That's good. Yeah. My staff would probably tell you that's better if it's lower in volume. So all right. So okay. So let me just start again. All right. Let me add something here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, Adam, definitely quiet in the. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be about 10-15 minutes. All right. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Clearsight Center LASIK surgeon. Clearsight Center. I tell you guys, it's Clearsight Center is what you get. Okay.
Yeah. We don't always put the center in there, but in that case we did, and it's fine either way.
Okay. Okay. Ryan Steinelson here with Business Trends TV, and today I have Gary Wilson, Dr. Gary Wilson, on the line with us. He is from Clearsight, the Clearsight Center. Is it the Clearsight Center LASIK surgery or Clearsight Center?
Clearsight Center.
Okay, just Clearsight Center. Okay.
Or Clearsight LASIK.
All right, Clearsight. Okay, got it. Ryan Steinelson here with Business Trends TV, and today I have Dr. Gary Wilson on the line with us from Clearsight Center LASIK. Clearsight LASIK. Goodness me.
How about just have him use Clearsight LASIK?
Yeah, let's do Clearsight LASIK.
Okay, all right. Thanks. Ryan Steinelson here with Business Trends TV, and today I have Dr. Gary Wilson on the line with us from Clearsight LASIK in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And Doctor, you there?
I am.
Awesome. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
We have some questions that we want to get answered. I mean, one of the things that we always get asked on the show is you know, if I'm looking for a great LASIK surgeon, what should I be looking for?
Well, I think one thing would be to look for online reviews. That would certainly be important. But another thing would be to do it sort of like our major universities when they fly their student athletes to away games. They have learned the hard way, the deadly way really, that if you don't have a good setup for flying your students, tragedy can happen. So what they look for now is a full-time professional pilot who is highly experienced in flying the best technology. And that also applies to LASIK. If I were looking or advising a friend on the East or West Coast, I would say look for a full-time LASIK surgeon, realizing that 10% of the time is what most doctors do with their LASIK practice in this country. They do LASIK 10% of the time, and 90% of the time they're doing something else. So look for a full-time LASIK surgeon who is highly experienced. And I'm not just talking about a few hundred cases or a few thousand. I'm talking about tens of thousands of cases. And then it's imperative that they have the best technology. There is no substitute for the best technology. And keep in mind that many LASIK centers in this country are still using technology that is 10 to 15 years out of date.
Wow, it's very insightful. Now, what kind of technology are you referring to specifically? Is there any specific type of technology that you would ask for?
Well, I think that the best technology for making a LASIK flap is to have it be a laser-made flap. In the old days, we used to do that with a vibrating razor blade. Many places still use that, but there is no comparison to a laser to make your flap. And then to take the prescription off your eye, to take your glasses prescription off, you need a modern, up-to-date excimer laser. And you know, you can inquire into that from any place that you might call and get a pretty good idea whether their technology is up to date or not.
Wow, so those two specific insights were very valuable. I mean, those are specific things that people can ask for when they're looking to get a LASIK surgery, and that will give them the advantage of getting a better potentially a better LASIK surgery than if they didn't do it. So thank you very much for that. Now,
You're
if
welcome.
somebody came to your location there, what would the experience be that they would have?
If they came to Clearsight Center, I think they would find, most of all, that they would be amongst friends. Most of our staff has had LASIK, and I've been their LASIK surgeon. So they know what to do to give the patient and the person the best possible situation, the best possible hospitality, the best possible result. And I think that's very important, is that we have people here who are your friend, who are for you all the way, and who will give their all to give you your best possible result.
Interesting. So most of the people, or a lot of the people that are actually working on your staff there, have experienced what it's like to actually have a LASIK surgery done by you and in your office.
Yes, that's right. The great majority of our staff have had LASIK by me. So they know what it takes to have a great result, and they know what a person wants when they come in because they've been through it themselves.
Amazing. Well, now I know that do you have any? What do you do for any first-time patients? Is there anything that you do for first-time patients at Clearsight LASIK?
Well, for first-time patients, we offer a no-cost, no-obligation examination to determine if they are good candidates for LASIK. And then after that, we offer attractive financing, attractive payments, so that most people can afford to have LASIK now and get the best possible LASIK there is.
Thank you very much. Now, is there any parting words? I want to keep this a very succinct and informative interview. Is there any other additional information that you would recommend for people that are looking to get LASIK surgery before we cut off?
Well, I would say that if a person were to have LASIK by a full-time LASIK surgeon who is highly experienced using the best technology, then the chances are very, very great that they would have an amazing result and wind up with vision better than they've ever had in their life, with or without contacts, with or without glasses.
Great insight, Doctor. I appreciate your time. I look forward to having you on again, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, thank you.
You bet. Okay, good job. Okay, so now let's get that. I really like those two tips. Are really good. I like those two specific tips, very specific, that people can take action on and find out more information on if they're looking for a LASIK surgeon. So that's great. I really like that.
This part's not going to be in the air, I take it. So, you know, what happened here in Oklahoma in 2001 is that the Oklahoma State University basketball team was flying back from Colorado, and the plane crashed and killed a lot of student athletes and coaches and reporters. Mm-hmm. And they looked into that accident and found out that they had done just the opposite of what we're talking about. They had a part-time pilot in an old plane with poor technology who didn't have a lot of experience flying that plane. And from that day on, they, and now most other major universities across this country, have said our student athletes must and will be flown by full-time professional pilots who are highly experienced with the best technology. Otherwise, we're not going. Yeah. And so we learned the hard way here at Oklahoma State University that to cut corners with those three things is deadly. And it's the same with LASIK. We have patients come here who have been to part-time LASIK surgeons who are not much experienced with poor technology, and they get a poor result. And they come here and ask me to fix it, but usually it's too late.
Wow. Well, I like that. I like that explanation. I think the point got across in.
Well, I know you did. I was just explaining this to you. You know where this idea came from.
Yeah.
Because not all LASIK is the same.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but if I'm flying from Oklahoma City to Hawaii, and I find out my 747 pilot sells used cars 90% of the time, I'm getting off.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, you want somebody to be full time. That's why we do reputation management and marketing, and that's it. That's all we do.
Right.
You know, we don't do SEO. We do reputation management and marketing, and we're good at what we do, and we're very specific, and we don't deviate from it. If somebody comes to us and says, I want you to do our pay-per-click. I say, sorry, I can't do it. I can tell you somebody who can, though. You know.
Right.
And we do that for that reason. Number one, and it's smart business sense too, because what we found is that we become known as the experts in that one area, and it actually is better financially for us. I mean, it really, because we're people know that we're the go-to people, head and shoulders above everybody else, and that's really what we become known as. And it's ironic how that works out. That it's a little scary though to turn down the extra business because you think it's gonna help you in the short. It does help you in the short run, but in the long term, it does not. It does more harm than good in the long term.
That's for sure. We feel the same way. So we're not doing appendectomies anymore, or a lot of other stuff. We're just doing LASIK, and that makes us and allows us to be the best.
Yep, that's awesome. I love it. So let's get the. Do you have that script ready, Dan?
I do.
Okay, or Gary?
I do.
I don't know if Dan's. I'm sure Dan's there. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
He can come over and say it if he wants. No, I'm fine. Are you ready for me?
Yep.
All right. Hi, and thank you for leaving such a wonderful review. Your opinion truly matters to us, but it also matters to those who are considering having laser vision correction. So the next step is to share your experience and post your review online. You can do that by signing into your account, by using the slot above me, or if you don't have an account, you can quickly create one. And then click on the, sorry.
Is that right?
Oh.
Then click on the copy review button.
Oh, and actually, I would just start over so we can get one clean take on it.
All right. Okay.
And where it says click the copy review button above me, replace that with click the copy review button next to me.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes.
So just cross through where it says above me and make that next to me if you would. That'd be
okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
They won't see this.
All right.
Yes, put that right there. You go. There you go.
That is obscuring anything there?
No, that is great.
Oh, perfect.
So you want me to start from the top?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, and thank you for leaving such a wonderful review. Your opinion truly matters to us and also to other people who are considering laser vision correction. So the next step is to share your opinions and post your review online. You can do this by signing into your account in the slot above me, or if you don't have an account, you can quickly sign up for one. And then click the copy review button next to me and paste your review in the review box above. It's really easy. Remember, your opinion matters because it inspires and informs others around you. So click the copy review button and tell us your story, and then sit back and know that you've just made the world a better place. And thanks again for your review.
Awesome. Now let me just make sure that we got a good take on.
Yeah, my birthday there.
Hold on one second. Let me just make sure I'm replaying the video here. And by the way, the only reason why you're able to read that from such a distance is because you've got such great eyesight.
Easy. There you go. Remember, your opinion.
Your eyesight is 20/20, I'm sure.
Yep, I've had refractive surgery myself.
I can't tell you how many people that I've had on that could not read the way that you just read right there. So that's kind of.
Yeah, that's the flip side.
All right, hold on.
Technology. There is no substitute for the best technology, and keep in mind that many LASIK centers in this country are from any place that we're looking for. Well, I think one thing would be to look for online reviews. That would certainly be important.
Okay.
But another
looks good. I'm just replaying the. I can show you my screen here. Let me just show you. Hold on one second. So it looks good. I'm just replaying this.
Okay, great. Thing would be to do it sort of like our major universities when they fly their student athletes.
Thus,
And we have some questions that we want to get answered. I mean, one of the things that we always get asked on the show is you know, if I'm looking for a great LASIK surgeon, what should I be looking for?
Well, I think one thing would be to look for online reviews. That would certainly be important. But another thing would be to do it sort of like our major universities when they fly their student athletes to away games. They have learned the hard way, the deadly way really, that if you don't have a good setup for flying your students, tragedy can happen. What they look for now is a full-time professional pilot who is highly experienced in flying the best technology. And that also applies to LASIK. If I were looking or advising a friend on the East or West Coast, I would say look for a full-time LASIK surgeon, realizing that 10% of the time is what most doctors do with their LASIK practice in this country. They do LASIK 10% of the time, and 90% of the time they're doing something else. So look for a full-time LASIK surgeon who is highly experienced. And I'm not just talking about a few hundred cases or a few thousand. I'm talking about tens of thousands of cases. And then it's imperative that they have the best technology. There is no substitute for the best technology. And keep in mind that many LASIK centers in this country are still using technology that is 10 to 15 years out of date.
Wow, it's very insightful. Now, what kind of technology are you referring to specifically? Is there any specific type of technology that you would ask for?
Well, I think that the best technology for making a LASIK flap is to have it be a laser-made flap. In the old days, we used to do that with a vibrating razor blade. Many places still use that, but there is no comparison to a laser to make your flap. And then to take the prescription off your eye, take your glasses prescription off, you need a modern, up-to-date excimer laser. And you know, you can inquire into that from any place that you might call and get a pretty good idea whether their technology is up to date or not.
Wow, so those two specific insights were very valuable. I mean, those are specific things that people can ask for when they're looking to get a LASIK surgery, and that will give them the advantage of getting a better, potentially a better LASIK surgery than if they didn't do it. So thank you very much for that. Now, if somebody came to your location there, what would the experience be that they would have?
If they came to Clearsight Center, I think they would find, most of all, that they would be amongst friends. Most of our staff has had LASIK, and I've been their LASIK surgeon. So they know what to do to give the patient and the person the best possible situation, the best possible hospitality, the best possible result. And I think that's very important, is that we have people here.
Okay. I think it looks good. I mean, are you seeing that, Dan and Gary?
Yeah, good to me.
That's great.
Good. Okay, and then I think we've got the I mean, technology is awesome. Isn't it cool to be able to watch that like right away like that? So
it is fantastic.
So anyway, so great job. Let's go ahead and have the second person come in and do the and you know what, actually, Doc, if you want, I mean, we've got some opportunity here if you want to. I don't know if there's any frequently asked questions that you get on occasion. I mean, we're already set up. I mean, I could ask you some questions here that we could use as content if you wanted. Do you have any off-the-cuff questions that you get that you might want to answer while we're all set up here?
Well, I don't have any that come to mind right now, but I'll be glad to answer yours if that helps.
Okay, Dan, what you probably know, what kind of questions do you guys get on a regular basis there?
I think, two of the biggest ones are, does it hurt? Does it last? How long does it last? How likely am I to get a great result? That kind of thing.
Okay, good questions. Let me just put these as bottom thirds here. Okay, so how long does LASIK last? Right?
Yep. All right, Dan.
Sure.
Okay. Copy.
You're ready for me?
1 second. Let me just get let me get the preset down there. So you'll see my, and then how does LASIK surgery hurt?
What's a better way to phrase that, Dad?
Yeah.
I would say just is LASIK surgery painful?
Okay. And then let me put that in here. And then any other questions?
Robin, can you think of any?
She's not in here.
Okay.
How long does it last? Does it hurt? And then, you know, probably how do I know if I'm a good candidate? How do I know?
How do I know if I'm
Or if it's right for me? The other colloquial way, how do I know if it's right for me?
if LASIK
It's
is
right for me.
right? Got it for me. Good. These are good questions. I want to know these. All right. All right. Okay. So I'm going to show me again. You can see me hopefully now. There you go. So you can see. First question is, how long does LASIK last? You see I got it down at the bottom third?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got that. So, okay, so we got that. Boom. Okay, great. Okay. All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Okay.
Ryan here from Business Trends TV, and I've got Dr. Gary Wilson on the line with me from ClearSight LASIK in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We got some questions for you, Doc, today that have come in from some of our viewers. One of the questions that we get a lot is how long does LASIK surgery last? How long does LASIK surgery last?
LASIK is meant to last the rest of a person's life, or until they develop cataracts, which a lot of people do in their 70s. So if a person has LASIK at 20, we can expect 50 years of benefit. If they have it at 40, we can expect 30 years of benefit. So it's a very long-lasting thing, which is one of the beauties of LASIK.
Great, awesome. Now another question that we get quite often from people is LASIK surgery painful?
Here at ClearSight Center, we are very, very much against discomfort. And you can thank the Army dentist who tried to pull my wisdom teeth without anesthesia years ago. So for the vast majority of our patients, they are very surprised at how easy and painless LASIK is. And we try to make it that way for every person.
Okay. Great. Another question that we get is, how do I know if LASIK is right for me?
The only way we can know if LASIK is right for a person is if they come in for our no obligation, no cost examination. We find here at ClearSight Center that about 25% of people are not good candidates, and we clearly tell them that because we want them to be very happy if we do their LASIK. So 3 out of 4 people are usually very good candidates for LASIK.
Okay, great. I'm just going to go back to that first question because I wasn't actually showing me in the beginning. So again, how long does LASIK last, Dr. Wilson?
LASIK is meant to last the rest of a person's life or until they develop cataracts, which a lot of people do in their 70s. So a person having LASIK at age 20 has 50 years of benefit typically. A person having LASIK at 40 would have 30 years of benefit, and so on. So that is one of the beauties of LASIK. It is a very long-lasting thing.
Great, awesome. Thank you very much. And if somebody wants to get a hold of you, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Visit our website, clearsight.com, or just call it C2020.
Okay. The best way to get a hold of us is to visit our website at clearsight.com or to call us at C2020.
Got it. Awesome. All right.
Thank you, Ryan.
You bet, Doc.
All right, I'm going to get Robin, and we'll do that last segment.
Okay.
Thanks, Ryan.
You bet.
Okay, that'd be great. I don't scare anybody when I go out. So it sounds like your husband is busy. 3 or 4 malls? Wow. That's like 3 or 4 times out. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. I hope they're doing well for that kind
That's my personal
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate your help. We'll give you a call next time.
Yeah. Give me a little time out and I can head on up here.
Okay.
I might be here. Who knows?
Okay, yeah, we need to give you a good start there. All right, I guess Robin's gonna come in and do her part. Okay, thank you. Thank you all. Go ahead.
Am I okay? You look good.
All right. See.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, I'm okay.
Well,
Since I
you have
just
to-
found out at about 2 o'clock I was doing this.
Oh, nice. All right.
I
Well,
know.
hey-
Dan likes to spring things on me at the last minute.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and click the help from Ryan there on your screen. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, accept.
Oh, Dan, I didn't know you were there. So just go ahead, Dan, and remove the bottom third there,
Okay.
so that you don't even have to have me help you. You can just go and do that yourself. Just go ahead and remove the bottom third there from the. Just click on the. Yeah, there you go. And I forgot to do that for him, so that live interview bottom third's going to show, but I don't think that's going to be. I think that'll be okay. I mean, I think it'll,
I wondered about that. Sorry about that. I should have said something.
No, I forgot. So we'll leave that on there. If we need to, we can put something else over it.
Yeah.
Let's get that camera down a little bit lower, and then let's get you to move forward a little bit. And I apologize. What was your first name again?
Robin.
Robin. Okay, perfect. Let's get a little bit further forward.
Come on.
There.
Dan.
Great. Perfect. Now just go ahead and and read from the screen whenever you're ready.
Now I'm kind of liking that you can tape it right here. That's even better.
Yeah, Dan's a pro here.
I've been trying to memorize for an hour now, so.
No, you can definitely just read it.
Because then it looks like I'm looking at the camera.
Well, if it shouldn't, go ahead and read it. Let me see if I can see your eyes.
Okay. Hi, and thank you so much for leaving us some feedback. Unfortunately, it looks like the feedback you gave us wasn't as good as we'd like it to be. We are incredibly focused on making sure that every patient has a first-class experience. So what we've done is given you some contact information below this video, and we'd like for you to communicate with us and let us know how we can serve you better. So please, feel free to contact us and let us know how we can turn your not-so-good experience into a 5-star first-class experience. And again, thank you so much for contacting us, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. That was the wrong line. Thank you so much for the feedback, but we'll get there.
Oh no, that was good. That was she's doing the negative one, right, Dan?
Yep.
That was it. I think we're done.
Just once? I'm good.
I mean, you can do it again just in case. Go ahead and do another one just in case.
Hi, and thank you so much for leaving us some feedback. Unfortunately, it looks like the feedback you gave us wasn't as good as we'd like it to be. We are incredibly focused on making sure that every patient has a first-class experience. Oh, sorry. Lost track of where I was.
Oh no, that's all right.
Hi, and thank you so much for leaving us some feedback. Unfortunately, it looks like the feedback you gave us wasn't as good as we'd like it to be. We are incredibly focused on making sure that every patient has a first-class experience. So what we've done is given you some contact information below this video, and we would like for you to communicate with us and let us know how we can serve you better. So please, feel free to contact us and let us know how we can turn your not-so-good experience into a 5-star first-class experience. We look forward to hearing from you, and again, thank you so much for your feedback.
Great job. All right, we're done.
Yay!
That wasn't hard, was it?
No, that was okay. I like it that it was taped there. I felt much better.
Yeah, good.
Perfect.
So I'm sure I had it memorized, but I don't know that I could have done it.
That
Thank
was
you,
good.
Ryan.
I could tell you had it memorized though.
I tried. I was trying.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So now all we got to do is just get you the tablet app. We've got to get you that app so that people can start reviewing you at the location there. Any input from you as to what we're going to do with the actual survey questions? Do you want us to incorporate those on our feedback page, or what are your thoughts?
No, I need to do that. Let me make myself a note here.
Okay. Because we can incorporate those questions on your feedback page. We can get 5 of them on there. And how's your staff doing at like driving people to the feedback page?
We haven't even started yet. We've been doing the training, and I was kind of waiting to get these videos up so we could have that done. So
yeah, because now that we got these videos, I'm going to have Mike edit these. We'll incorporate that. We'll let you know when we're ready. Then you can send it out to your list.
exactly right. That's what I wanted to do, was get started with that. So
and if you have your API code from whatever email system that you're using, anybody that goes to the feedback page that puts their name and email in, we can automatically add them to your list too. So if you've got, I don't know what do you use? What system do you use? MailChimp or Aweber or?
we actually maintain it's an internal list, so it's fine. We'll get the email and we can hand put them in for the few.
Okay, good. Awesome. Other than that, I think we're all set. I mean, we got the content done. I'm going to stop the broadcast.